What's going on, people? 9 AM, I've literally just woken up. Basically, I was hanging out my arse yesterday. Big reunion with the boys from uni, and yeah, we went to Inferno's in Clapham. If you know, you know. I legit think they need to have like a health park queue upon entry so that you sign your life off, because it is just absolute chaos in that place. Anyways, I clearly needed to catch up on my sleep. Woke up this morning feeling good. And it is the official start, day one of my vegan shred program. So last week was my trial week. This is the real deal, and I need to go hop on the treadmill, get my cardio done, and sort my life out. So the plan is to quickly go weigh in, do a body composition check, and then hop on the treadmill, do my 30 to 45 minutes of list cardio, get some breakfast in, and then pick up the video from there. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Wrong hand. Peace! Be kind to me, Scales, be kind. Holy shiz. I haven't been that heavy in a while. 78.4 kilos. Okay guys, quick physique update. I'm just gonna relax to start with. Okay, then I'll do some tennis shots as well. Okay, that's where I'm at. This is the starting point. Let's do this! Okay, so I'm going to bang 2 L-carnitine pre-workout. I'm also going to have a coffee because I need a little bit of energy, a little bit of a pick-me-up. Then 30 to 60 minutes of list cardio. All I do, guys, is actually pop my headphones in, watch something on either Netflix or YouTube, just to make it, you know, a little bit more entertaining, because list cardio is boring as shit. So pre-cardio, nice and easy. I'm gonna have 2 of these little, they look like Limitless capsules. Have you seen the film Limitless? This is what they're like, but they do not have those fucking epic side effects. So 2 L-carnitine. These basically act as a transport system for mobilized fatty acids, getting them into the cells to be used as energy. So the mitochondria, remember that word. Mitochondria means the cell's energy chamber. You learn something new every day. Coffee, complimentary of the Nespresso PEACEEE. Not really complimentary because I paid for it. And then just some water. So that's all I have pre-cardio. Whilst I'm on the subject then, guys, I'll go over exactly what supplements I take throughout the day, which is pretty much pre-cardio, pre and post training. I will also have pre-resistance training, 2 L-carnitine, 5 grams of creatine, CreaPure, and possibly a scoop of vegan blend protein with a banana, maybe some almond butter or something like that, just to get a lot of energy in for my training. Post-workout, all I'm going to have, oh, almost forgot, I also have 5 grams of citrulline malate pre-workout. That's my pre-workout energy. Then add a coffee, and another coffee. Post-workout, scoop of vegan blend, 5 grams of CreaPure creatine. That's it, nice and easy. I used to take so many supplements, you know, you don't need all of them. The ones that I just mentioned are the ones I 100% recommend taking. As a vegan now, I used to take a multivitamin, vitamin D, a lot of greens powders and that. I cut all of that out. So if you're not vegan and you're not getting in a good variety of fruit and vegetables, lots of vitamins, minerals, micronutrients, then I would still recommend taking a good multivitamin, vitamin D, perhaps omega-3 fatty acids. But yeah, like I said, as a vegan, I don't need to worry about any of that shit anymore. Yeah. On that note, guys, if you haven't watched my last video, why I went vegan, go check it out. I'm gonna link it at the end of this video description. All right, I'm gonna go hit my cardio up. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So, almost finished, epic push session. Didn't film this one, guys, purely for the fact that in the last video, which I'll link at the end of this video, is my full push session that I did again today. So, go check that one out, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Peace. So Joe was trying to get this off.
I'm really struggling.
This is harder than my workout. Okay.
That pump
looks unreal.
Watch this one. We're going to do a bird's eye view.
That's mine, isn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely, sir. Let me do a photo.
What you got, Joe? No, I'm filming for YouTube, right?
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Hello everybody, YouTube. This is our lovely restaurant, Have It restaurant. The gents are here to have it.
What's your name?
My name is Nez Quick.
Alright,
Yes,
come in and ask for, yeah, this guy. Legend.
Absolutely, yes. They're having it, so they're going to tell you about it so you can have it too. Have it too?
Have it too. See you later, bro.
Thank you.
So gone for the vegan option, guys, with a vegetable skewer, grilled skewer, mushrooms, peppers, aubergine, onions, etc, etc. Sweet bulgur wheat, hazelnuts, almonds, red peppers and raisins, and then a classic tomato and onion salad. Boom! And Joe's got the carnivore option. What you got, bro?
Don't really remember.
Oh.
Chicken and lamb.
Any ladies that are watching, just remember Joe is still single.
No, I'm not.
So
No, I'm not. Leave me alone.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you.
still single. He's still single. Still very single. Don't. So if you want to get involved, you know, you want a piece of the action. He's not a bad-looking guy. You know, swing. Leave a comment below and I'll hook you up. How tall are you, mate?
6'3".
Because you make me look.
Okay, he's only little.
We're going to the cinema to see The Hitman's Bodyguard. I think might need to get the. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna crack the booster seat joke before Joe does.
You're probably gonna have to.
You freaking prick. Anyway, so we're going to go see The Hitman's Bodyguard. I'll let you know what it's like. Joe's gonna play the popcorn trick if any of you know it.
He's a lucky guy, actually.
Well, that was freaking epic. What did you think, bro? Nobody really cares. It was. Joe wanted to actually go and see what? Despicable Me.
See Despicable Me, Callum.
That was actually me. Yeah, good film. What was it called? I forgot. The Hitman's Bodyguard. Go watch it, guys. It's wicked. So I'm heading over to Aldi, and they've got this waffle machine. This like multi-purpose waffle, donut, and brownie machine. So I'm hoping they got it in stock. I'm gonna go grab that because I want to start knocking up a load more vegan recipes and healthy treats, because that's where my downfall is. That I'm always craving sweet things. Everyone seems to think it's like the pauper's supermarket. However, I always find when I was eating meat and fish and dairy, etc., that was the best place to go, but it's also the best place to go for fresh vegetables and fruit. So that's where I'm off to. Gonna go on a little shopping adventure, hopefully get exactly what I want. I might even knock up a exciting recipe when I get back, if I do get the waffle maker. And then I'm actually gonna go over why I turned vegan in the first place. So stay tuned for that. It is, yeah, probably gonna be quite an in-depth chat, but I'm sure you'll take something valuable away from it. I kid you not, guys, I've just bought this huge box of food for just 20 quid. Aldi, there I am, poke myself in the eye. I'm a very happy customer. Mind, that is my boot. This is the box. Literally 20 quid for all of this. Literally got, why am I just saying literally all the time? I mean, I haven't in my life ever seen 6 kiwis for 65p. What kind of sick joke is that? Last time I ever go to Tesco or anywhere like that, I've got, they do this funky stuff as well, look. Giant couscous, frozen vegetables, barley, giant couscous, red pepper, soybean, carrot, pomegranate, and you just literally heat up in the microwave, easy. Right, off to Lidl. Aldi, you did me proud. You see that there, guys? That's marketing, that is, because you wouldn't have noticed that if Hannah pointed it out. Subtle. Anyway, I'm gonna head to Lidl now, Aldi's direct competitor, because I did come here to get a waffle maker. They didn't have it, and I was also hoping they would have a vegan meat alternative, such as the the vegan friendly soy mince or something like that. They don't have it, and I know Lidl do. So Lidl is on the way home. I'm gonna go check in there, get the other shit I need, and then head home, tell you why I went vegan, and maybe cook some dinner. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I feel like I'm kind of betraying Aldi. Do I just checking that I didn't have a smoothie moustache. I wasn't checking myself out. I think all that spinach has gone to my head. Right, anyway, guys, straight face. Why did I become a vegan? Big question. Big decision, really. To go from 28 years of eating meat to then only eating plant-based matter, and kind of changing your whole outlook and philosophy on life as well. It all stemmed really from... Okay, let's try that again. It all stemmed from the fact that I love my food, and with my job I have to try and maintain my physique, usually on maintenance calories, then into a deficit when it comes to photo shoots and things like that. I was just really struggling. Like three years ago or so, it was easy. I could maintain that physique 365 days of the year and still eat everything that I wanted to eat. My metabolism was a lot faster, but things have started to, you know, catch up with me now. And in terms of work and that as well, I'm not as active. Yes, I'm still doing like 5-6 training sessions a week, but during the day, my NEAT, so my non-exercise activity thermogenesis is a lot lower. My general daily activity level is a lot lower, so I'm not burning as many calories, and that's why I have to be even more strict with what I'm putting in here. That sounded a bit weird. So I was trying to figure out a way that I could, you know, increase my volume of food intake without compromising on calories, and obviously still trying to just maintain or be in a calorie deficit. Now, when it comes to animal protein, beef, chicken, anything like that, eggs, you're not just getting a source of protein, you're also getting a lot of fat in there as well. And you got to remember, 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories, 1 gram of protein, 1 gram of carbohydrate is equal to 4 calories. And remember what a calorie is, it's a unit of energy. So when you look at it like that, carbohydrates and protein, for 1 gram, you can eat double the amount in terms of weight and volume as you can fats, and it's still going to equate to less energy than that fat. So let's look at it like this. Half an avocado, say, is about 160 calories because of the fat content. Well, for 160 calories, I can have a shitload of bulgur wheat, for example. Or if we looked at fibrous carbohydrates, so broccoli and vegetables and things like that, I can have even more volume. So that got me thinking a little bit, and I started doing some research and looking into alternatives, and veganism came up a lot. Even vegetarian came up, but you're still, as a vegetarian, you're still having dairy, still having eggs, still having fish, and that was something that I really wanted to move away from. I've not had that much dairy. I did used to eat a lot of eggs, but I have been for over a year now, been using alternative dairy sources, and yeah, trying to avoid that. One, because I find I don't have any intolerances or anything like that, but I picked up on this a couple of years ago, watched a few documentaries, did a bit more research, and just don't agree with how, you know, we obtain milk, etc., and then that goes on to make other produce in terms of animal welfare. But what you're actually getting, nutrient-wise, you're not getting that much bang for your buck. And it was calories that I was putting into my body that I just thought were a waste of calories. They weren't nutrient dense. They weren't bringing a lot to the table. So yeah, that basically got me thinking, and again, doing that research, the vegan diet kept coming up, the vegan lifestyle. And I was like, why not? Just give it a go. My whole objective was just to achieve optimal health and improve my performance. I wanted to get stronger, I wanted to feel fuller in the muscles. And in the past, I mean, I've done high carb diets, I've done keto diets, I've tried pretty much everything, guys. I've been in the industry a long time, and again, I've transformed my body multiple times over a period of like 6 to 8 weeks for upcoming photo shoots, etc. Now it's very much I'm at the top of where I need to be, and I have to try and maintain this physique, and it just wasn't happening. I've always eaten a lot of fruit and vegetables anyway, and then I've had my source of protein, my healthy fats and all that, and I didn't think it was going to be that hard a transition. And to be honest, this is my 7th week vegan now, and it hasn't been that hard. The first few days, I was getting cravings for not necessarily meat, but things like salt and that sort of that fat that you get from the meat, and my body was saying like I want that because I was so used to eating it. But since then, nothing, no cravings. And when I was eating meat, never did I say to myself, oh wow, I'm craving a chicken breast, or I'm craving a salmon fillet. I was always craving carbs. The deeper you dig and the more research you do, that all becomes very, very transparent. Why do we all have that craving for either that sweet or savoury craving for a starchy based food product, a carbohydrate? And it's because our saliva is loaded with amylase. Now, I don't want to go on too much of a tangent. I'm going to save that for another video. And guys, if you do have any questions related to what I'm going to go into now, please do send them in, comment below, and I will get videos done directly for that. But think logically about our physiology, okay? From our teeth to our digestive tract to from everything that starts in the mouth, where we consume food. Our saliva is loaded with amylase. Amylase is the enzyme that is designed to, the protein enzyme is designed to break down starch. And then we also have pancreatic amylase as well, which then breaks down those starches, those carbohydrates, into even smaller molecules that become glucose. That glucose is then stored in the muscles as glycogen. Fructose will be stored in the liver. Now think logically here. On average, the average person can store about 400 grams of carbohydrate in the muscles alone, 100 grams in the liver. So that'd be 500 grams of carbohydrate to saturate being to fill your muscle glycogen stores. Now, if you're an active individual and you're training hard, those stores are going to be depleted. You're then going to have to replenish them on a regular basis. So imagine a sponge, guys, full of water. That's saturated, that's your muscle. Rinse out the sponge. That's what happens when you train. You get rid of all that water, it becomes fairly dry. You could leave it to dry, and then you've got to that sponge has got to then be put in some water to reabsorb it all. Same with your muscles. You wring them out. They don't have anything in them. That's me, by the way, wringing a sponge out. Doing the same for your muscle. You've trained your muscles. You've depleted them of glycogen. You've then got to pour on some carbohydrates for it to absorb and soak them up. So when you look at it like that, it starts to make a little bit more sense why we should be following a plant-based diet, which primarily is all carbohydrates. Same for our brain. Okay, our brain relies heavily on carbohydrates. Nothing else, primarily carbohydrates to fuel our muscles and our brain. So, again, just going back to the personal research, documentaries, things like Vegucated, Cowspiracy, What the Health, if you haven't watched that, it's another great one. Again, you have to go and you have to do that research yourself, and you start looking at the studies and you start looking at the science-backed evidence. You can't ignore it. When you start to see things like the majority of studies that say we should be eating dairy and meat are all actually funded by the dairy industry or the meat industry, you got to open your eyes, guys. And when was the last time you saw an advert about eating broccoli or kale? Never. You never see that. And a prime example there is 100 calories worth of broccoli has more protein than 100 calories worth of lean steak. I mean, that says it all. Yes, don't get me wrong, that broccoli is not a complete protein, whereas with steak you will get the 9 essential amino acids that are a complete protein. However, amino acids will stack up throughout the day to create a complete protein. So you don't have to have all the amino acids in one meal to create a complete protein. You can gather them throughout the day. And that leads me on to as well, protein intake. At the moment, protein is huge. Protein this, protein that, high protein cereal, high protein Weetabix, high protein yogurt, all of this now. It's no more high protein than it's ever been. It's just a marketing ploy to get people to buy it because people are buying into this protein. The fact is, guys, we don't actually need that much protein to build lean muscle or even maintain lean muscle. And I think the past 7 weeks have been testament to that for me. Whereas I'm now consuming about 1 gram of protein per kilogram, whereas before I was like 1.5, close to 2 grams per kilogram. I didn't need all that protein, no way. I haven't, my weight has actually gone up and I've actually got leaner, so since being vegan. And again, the weight would have been because my muscles are a lot fuller. I'm, able to train harder because I've got more carbohydrates coming in. Everything really starts to make sense. Carbohydrates are a great fuel source. If you're in a calorie deficit or you're hitting maintenance calories, yes, you're going to maintain or lose weight. So it doesn't matter what macronutrients you're getting in. Obviously, get some protein in, get your carbohydrates in, get some healthy fats in. But providing you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. Providing you get enough protein in, you're going to maintain that muscle. You're getting enough carbohydrates in, and on a plant-based vegan diet, you're getting plenty in to be able to fuel that workout, recover faster. The main reason initially I did it was to, 1, achieve optimal health, and 2, to be able to eat more. It was as simple as that. I enjoy my food, and I don't feel I've been restricted in terms of eating out since I've been going vegan. Like, there's plenty of other alternatives. So many restaurants, especially here around London now, that you can go out and enjoy good quality tasty food. The other thing is my taste buds have adapted. That was probably about the first week in. Everything just, all the fruit and veg and the starchy carbs, fibrous carbs I was eating just tasted so good, and even more so now. Your body does adapt to it. And it's just, I wake up at 5:30 every morning for work, and I'm actually bolt upright. I'm awake, I've got energy. Whereas before I was like groggy, it was slow. Until you do it and make the transition, you really don't notice that difference. And that has meant like so much to me, and I try and never will I like push people to go vegan or plant-based, but I will put the evidence out there. I will be positive about it because I've had such a positive, it's had such a positive impact on me so far. And despite what people think, like, a vegan doesn't mean you're gonna have dreadlocks, you're gonna go like tree hugging and all that. I'm still the same person. I've just changed what I'm eating, and that's it. Now, because of that and other documentaries I've watched and further research outside of optimal health and being able to obviously eat more food volume, I then started looking at the impact it has on our environment and the well-being of animals, and I just don't agree with that. Like, yes, maybe I'm not going to make a huge change on my own, but I think if I can spread a positive word about this and educate people about it, which very few people are doing, like the government certainly aren't doing it. These documentaries, yes, that they're doing it, but then people are like, you know, jumping on the hate wagon. Oh, we're meant to eat meat, we've always been hunters. Well, do your actual history research. We're not, and we haven't, and our physiology again says all of that. That's all going to be saved for another video. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you do have any questions or you want help transitioning into a plant-based vegan lifestyle, all you got to do is leave me a comment. More than happy to help where I can. Again, any questions you have, please do leave them below, and if you want me to create a video specifically to your question, then I'm more than happy to do that. I want to create content that you guys enjoy watching. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. This is like great feedback for me to know what people are enjoying and what people aren't enjoying. Until next time, keep it real. Peace!